PR Connections Radio presents. This show is brought to you by Paid Per Letter. Write letters and make a difference. paidperletter.com/Uncle Dan.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Crypto and Cash Show, your educational podcast that educates you about crypto and other great things we got going on in this crazy world that we live in. My partner, Brett Jenny, is not able to make it today, so you're stuck with the cash part versus the crypto part. But I know a little bit about a crypto. I've been in that space since COVID, actually since 2000, what was that, 20 or 19, somewhere actually before that. So, bottom line is it's a space where if you're not in it, you're going to get left behind. I'm just being brutally honest. You guys who are not paying attention, and most Americans are not paying attention to what's going on in this world. I know this is an education show. We don't sell you anything, but we do try to teach you as much as we can. And hey, I'm known as Uncle Dan. My company is Uncle Dan Consulting Corp. You can reach me at uncledanconsulting.com. If you are a business owner and you have at least, if you're a self-employed entrepreneur and you survived COVID in 2020 and 21, there's some free money up to $32,000 sitting on the table if you made money in those years. It's all based on your net income. It's how Congress wrote the law. This is money coming from the Department of Treasury, and it is yours. All you have to do is complete a quick form. It's not even a form. I'll give you the link. I'll tell you what it is. Really easy. 1099refundusa.com. All you have to do is go on there, calculate your numbers for 2020 and 21. It takes less than 5 minutes, and the system will tell you how much money that you're going to get back from the government. It's an estimate. Of course, we got to get the CPAs involved, and once the CPAs get involved, then they're going to run something called an ADA. I think it's an 8801 or something like that. So they'll see exactly what your income was for 20 and 21, and it's based on your net. Not if you made 80 grand and you wrote off everything and you got less than 10,000. Let's assume that you made 50 grand and you wrote off 20,000. Then your refund is going to be based on the 30,000. It's different for each year. 15,100 for 2020, 15,200 for 2021. That's a max that you can get up to. But hey, if you're like me, free is free. If you were to get 1,000 or 2,000 in your bank account today, would that upset you? Now, again, this is from the government. This is not so many crazy scams out there. People are just crazy out there, man. People are desperate, trying to scam you on this, scam you on that. I'm like, my God, you can't trust anything these days. Well, you can trust on this because Uncle Dan is the one giving you the information. I've been in business for, God, I hate to even say it, like about 44 years. Yes, I'm telling my age. I might not look it, but I am it. But you know what? It's just a state of mind. I am 67 going on 37. So what does that mean? That means that I can outgrind just about anybody because I'm always out there. I'm always doing something. I'm always networking. I'm always on Zooms. I'm always talking to business owners. I'm always doing something. People are like, how do you do it? You just go do it. Okay. You want to sit around the house and do nothing, or you want to sit around and jump on Zoom calls all day? You got to talk to people if you want to really do something. I've got some great deals in the pipeline right now. They may not be that it's different than the self-employed tax credit, but hey, you guys are leaving money on the table. I don't understand. I put it out on TikTok. I put it out everywhere. And guess what? A lot of people aren't doing it. I don't understand. That is nuts. But that's okay. Hey man, if you don't, a lot of people didn't make any money in those years. And they may be just embarrassed to put the information in to see that they didn't make any money in those years, because the government is not going to give you a refund if you didn't make any money in those years. So that being the case, you should really be serious and Just take 5 minutes out of your time. 5 minutes to find out? Can I ask you a question? Why would you not want to find out if you had money in there? It's just like if you had a relative that passed away and they say, "Hey, you were in the will." And you know what you said? "Oh, I'm not interested. I don't want to find out how much money that my uncle or my parents left me. I'm not interested." Duh. Heck yeah, you're interested. Well, this is the same thing. So, bottom line, I just wanted to, give you that information. That's called the self-employed tax credit. That is a something that most of America does not know about. We're still able to get you both years back. And that's because I partner with the fourth largest tax resolution CPA tax attorney firm in the country. You think I do it? No, I ain't that smart. I'm not that smart. Look, let me tell you what Uncle Dan Consulting does. We partner with people that are smarter than us, that have the programs that are going to save people money without spending any money. What do I mean by that? Everything that we do, not everything, I say 90% of the programs that we do at Uncle Dan Consulting are free. Yes, free. It costs you zero, nada, nothing out of your pocket, net zero cost for all of our programs. And some of these can be quite substantial. Let me give you an example. Have you guys ever heard of R&D tax credits, which stands for Research and Development Tax Credits? I'm working with a company right now that we're getting zero, because you may think that your CPA knows how to do them, but most of them will tell you they don't know how to thoroughly do a good research and development tax credit. By the way, this is a permanent tax credit that last year, I think about 15 to 20,000 was used up, 50 billion, I'm sorry. And there was $100 billion available. Do you know every country in the world is doing research and development because they're all trying to keep up with everybody? If you are a company that is doing digital marketing, guess what? You're probably eligible. If you have a brewery, yeah, that process of making the beer, you're probably eligible. If you have say you got an ice cream company, just the process of mixing the ice creams, or the yogurt company, we were able to get a yogurt company over $1.3 million back. And I'm talking millions. This is not a small tax credit, people. But again, this does not apply to everybody. This applies to people that are in certain arenas, such as anything having to do with R&D, anything having to do with new creative, new processes, any new process, it's probably going to qualify. You'd be surprised how many different arenas. Manufacturing, they're doing something different. There is so many different areas that, if you're doing something new, then we ought to have a conversation, because you can actually go back 3 years. Now, if you're into the phase right now where you're not making any money, you're still, just, hey, you're a startup. You can go back 3 years, but as you become profitable, there's no reason why you should be paying income taxes or possibly payroll taxes, because what happens is the government is going to offset that, and they're going to not offset it. Actually, you're going to get some money back, money that you can put into your bank account. That's what I'm talking about. Forget a tax write-off. I'm talking about some money. We all love money, especially Uncle Dan. But you know what? They say money is not the root of all evil, by the way. It's the love of money. Okay, there's a difference there. Some people are just over the top with it. But again, if you love it, hey man, I say you love the Lord more than anything. Yeah, I'm a man of faith, and I'm proud to be a man of faith. I love Jesus Christ. So if that offends somebody, sorry. It is what it is. I'm a believer. That's the way it is. I had to throw that out there because, it's great to have your own podcast, because you can say whatever the heck you want to say. And you know what? The other thing is, notice I don't use F-bombs. I don't cuss. And it's just it's a personal choice, because I just believe in the word. And bad words in the Bible are not good. Because you know what? Some people do it to impress other people. But you know what? Hey, you don't have to. Instead of the F word, just use the freaking. Yeah, that changes everything. Instead of using the SHIT, use sugar. Some of my own personal little things that I do. So anyway, hey, sorry to get off track, but like I said, it's my show and I can do what I want to do. But there's money out there available to just about everyone, whether you be self-employed, whether you have a company. Now, generally for R&D, you need probably at least 5 W-2 employees. So there is another program that will provide business owners who have at least 10 W-2 employees that net at least $25,000 a year. That program is awesome. I mean, just awesome. It helps the employees, I mean, massively. And guess how much it costs? There's a net zero cost for the employee. Same thing for the employer. Employer gets write offs of about $500 per employee. The employer also gets some additional benefits. But really, it's about what the government is trying to do, and the reason they give some of these tax benefits is because the health industry is really expensive, and a lot of times this health program that we have it provides a lot of different things, but more than all, because most business owners, if you're watching this, it's always what's in it for me. Tell you what it's going to do because you implement this program. You're going to save up to 25% on your workman's comp insurance. That's huge, especially if you're in California. It's going to save you on your health insurance costs for your employees because you're going to have less incidents because on the new program, which again is free, the urgent care visits are now zero cost. You can go to urgent care, you get up to 3 visits per year, but you can do urgent care visits, emergency, right on your phone or right on your computer. And guess what is really cool? This program is connected to AI. So on your computer, if there's something wrong, not computer, but on your phone, if there's something wrong with you, something really going on, it tracks your high blood pressure, your diabetes, your heart. Just it tracks all these things. It's continuous. So it's like having a doctor right on your phone in your pocket, 24/7. And if it goes, it reports directly to a center. Matter of fact, just a few weeks ago, a lady was contacted. They noticed something was irregular with her heart, and they suggested she get to the doctor quickly. So she did within 24 hours. They assisted her, and guess what? She was about to have a major heart event. Guess what? That's because of the system I'm telling you about. It also includes no cost for the pharmacy for up to 1,000 generic medicines. As I said it. Mental health counseling. How big is that? And guess what? Why business owners really love it is because what it's going to do, it's going to drop the amount of claims that are happening, and it's going to make sure that employees stay healthier, which means that they'll be coming to work more often. So everything that you're currently spending is about to change. You know what? It takes us 30 minutes to do an overview on that. We'll have one of our consultants, we'll go over it. Right now, 98% of business owners who see what we have, because everybody wants to save money, are implementing this. It's a win-win for the employee. Oh, by the way, the employee, may get a life insurance policy up to $100,000 in case the unthinkable happens. Guess what? The family has something coming. Because you know what? A lot of people don't have 401ks. They just don't because they need the money because it's tough out there. But the reason you get that is for your retirement. But this is cash value. So you can build on your retirement using this program. I'm telling you, this is one of the best things I've seen in many, many years. And the reason they're able to make some of these deductions is because of something called Cafeteria 125, which is part of the tax codes. That's what the AFLAC operates under. So this is a variation of that particular. It's not that program, but of that Section 125 of the IRS code. So it's something that you need to take a look at if you are a business owner. So again, now, all right, I've been talking about all kind of stuff, right? What's up with crypto? Crypto is here to stay. The dollar is about to be extinct. Really. The government right now is working on the digital dollar, which means everybody who's used to operating with cash is not going to be available. It's going to happen probably within the next 2 years or sooner. You know why? Because the governments are broke. They're broke. United States government, what is it, $33 trillion it owes? That's just unimaginable. What does that do? You know what's going to happen also? With the one thing you need to be worried about? 2026, the Trump tax cuts expire. Your taxes are going to go through the roof, right? You think the people in Washington care how you're doing? See, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm an independent. I'm just somebody that just likes people. I think I don't like the far left. I don't like the far right. I just like to do stuff that makes sense. Can we just be sensible? Just instead of just all this hate going back and forth, the separation. Man, look, you guys, that's a distraction. Because you know what? Behind the scenes, the people that are pulling the strings, they want you to be distracted while we watch our money system change. And you're going to wake up one day and say, what is going on? So again, we could spend a lot of time on subjects like that. I don't have Mr. Crypto itself here today, but look, I've been doing this for quite a while. And I'll tell you, if you don't have it, don't be afraid of it. Reach out to me, Dan at UncleDanConsulting.com. Reach out to me. I'll walk you through how to, and you can buy $20 worth of crypto. You don't have to, break the bank or anything like that. Look, just think, hey, I know someone that when crypto had, Bitcoin had dropped to $15,000, right? And he was procrastinating, right? They ain't gonna get it. I'll get it later. It's about, I think it was $67,000 the last time I looked. Come on now. Think about it. If you put $1,000 in that, if it 4x, 5x, a lot of the experts think this thing is going to $1 million. Yeah, $1 million. So it's not too late, but I'm not one that goes after the big ones that have the high prices. I like the ones that are a lot less, less than $1 actually. And the reason for that is because instead of me 4x it, 5x it, 10x it, I want 1,000x, 100x, 500x. That's what I'm looking for. And if you follow the technology behind crypto, you are going to be a winner. If you just say, hey, go buy this crypto, you talk to your buddy, oh, the guy said his crypto is going to be great, invest into this thing. Don't do it. You got to do your due diligence. Go to coinmarketcap.com and start looking up all these different ones that are in the top 30 and find out what is behind them. Why? What is the technology that's been involved? Those are the ones that are going to last because they already said 90% of the cryptos out there are junk and are not going to be here when everything the government is getting involved and when everything turns, a lot of those cryptos are going to be gone. And if you got money in that thing, your money's going to be gone and you're not going to be a happy camper. So anyway, hey, you know what? It's time for me to exit stage left because I got an appointment with a business owner. So I got to go help them. Hey, Uncle Dan here. And I want to thank you guys for joining the Crypto and Cash Show. You can reach me. You know what? I'll even give you my direct number. It is 702-900-5905. Once again, 702-900-5905. You can reach me directly there. Or you can shoot me an email, Dan at UncleDanConsulting.com. Everybody have a great week. Brett and I will be back in 2 weeks, and we will see you then. Hey, keep the faith, keep on fighting. You got to keep fighting the fight. If you're self-employed, keep on grinding. Uncle Dan out.
PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.